What is up, everybody? Malik Neighbors unfortunately did not get 7 receptions. I put my faith in Russell Wilson. Never a good idea. But my leg this week is the Denver Broncos -2.5 versus the Indianapolis Colts. Now, there are two main reasons why I think this leg will hit. Number one is that the Colts are missing two starting cornerbacks, which means I think that Bo Nix will have a pretty good game versus a banged up secondary. And number two is I just think this Broncos defense is going to make life a lot tougher for Daniel Jones. With no disrespect, but we all knew the Dolphins were just not going to be a good football team. And I just don't think that he will have nearly the time in the pocket. They'll force him to make some bad decisions, and I definitely think that the Broncos are a field goal better than the Colts.
I'm out here at Market 32, spending my hard-earned money that I made last week from betting Travion Henderson over on receptions. He easily smacked this line last week, had 6 receptions in the McDaniel system. I expect his playing time is only going to go up. Ramondre was inefficient last week. Henderson, say what you will about 6 catches for 24 yards, but he had 6 catches. I am simply shocked to see that his line is still at 2.5 catches. So why not keep it simple? We're running it back. Travion Henderson over 2.5 receptions this week. Lock it in.
What's going on, D-Gens? Hand up. This is 3 years in a row I've given out a big fat loser on week 1. Panthers, Jags, Panthers never got going. Ends 26-10. There was a weather delay, but just not a great pick. But we move, and today we're going to go with Brenton Strange for week 2. Over 33.5 receiving yards. The Bengals were historically bad last year against tight ends, and that trend continued in week 1 as they let not one but 2 tight ends go over this number. Now we face, now Brenton Strange has that matchup. He had over 50 yards last week. He ended the season strong. There's no, last year, there's no Evan Ingram. He was on the field. There's not really a risk of another tight end taking those targets. So give me Brenton Strange over 33.5 yards. Let's bounce back.
Friends, sickos, and D-Gens everywhere, we're back at it with week 2, and for the 3rd straight year, the Parlay King is 1-0, thanks to some questionable play calling and some very, very poor play by these New York Football Giants. The under hit in that game. So let's take this off and move on to week 2. And week 2, as you can see, comes from a different game. I'm going to take our first primetime leg of the season, Sunday night. Give me the under at 44.5 for the Falcons versus the Vikings. Now, Michael Penix really did impress me last week against the Bucs with a crazy performance. But I think Brian Flores is a guy I have a lot of respect for, and I think he'll have some stuff dialed up to try to combat what Michael Penix and Bijan Robinson have going on. Now, on the other side of things, J.J. McCarthy, I thought really did not look good aside from the 4th quarter on Monday Night Football against the Bears, and I think the Falcons' defense is definitely a step up from the Bears. So give me the under, 44.5. I could see this game. I think the Vikings will probably win somewhere in maybe the 21-14, 21-10 range. Who knows? We'll see. Should be a good game. Let's go Vikings, and let's go Sportsbook Slaughterhouse.
Hello, my beautiful people. It wasn't a great week last week. Penix passed a lot more than I thought he would. So Bucky did not get his attempts. But this week, we got Josh Allen and the Bills going to New Jersey to play the Jets. Look, Josh Allen is showing that he can put on another MVP caliber season. So I think today we're going to hit 230 plus at passing yards for Josh Allen. He almost had 400 last game, and at 230 it's -113. So I think that's great value. Oh, goodness me.